Welcome everybody to Death Stranding. You're here with me, Cokes47, and I'm just doing a quick, simple video on showing how the missions work and all that sort of stuff, and the map and this and that, because I can imagine there's a lot of people out there that are as confused as I am with this game. There's a lot of stuff in this game that require a lot of reading, a lot of looking into. It's not the type of game you could just jump in and just go from point A to point B. You really have to read and understand what you're doing, know what you're taking with you, where you're heading, how you're getting there. And so I'm going to start off. I'm at this distribution center, or whatever it is, out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm here on the map. So not far off from where you start at the game. I haven't played much. But I'm just going to be going over some basic stuff now. So I'm geared up a little bit already. I've got a few ladders on me and a few anchors and stuff. I got some gear at this point. I'm able to craft extra shoes. I'm able to construct certain structures like generators and bridges and all sorts of stuff, so I can build a few things now. But I've got repair sprays as well that I've unlocked. I can use those to, as far as I can tell, I can use those to only repair mission cases. I can't use them to repair things like my ladders and stuff like that, so that sucks, but at least it repairs the mission like them. So what I'm going to do, just like all of you will do when you play Death Stranding, you're a delivery guy, you know, you have to accept missions, you have to take on orders. So let's take on an order, which means that I have to head back down to the distribution center west of, okay, let's just call it the distribution center. So I've got to head down to the distribution center, so I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to hold, when it always comes to the screen, because there's always a lot of reading, right? So you go into orders, and then you've got all this that pops up, and there's a lot of stuff on the screen that's flashing around. You don't have to worry too much about it all. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. You just, there's the mission, you click on it. This is the full order summary, who's giving you the order. It's going to tell you how far away it is, and it says deliver all 6 containers of resins. So I got to take 6 containers of resins back down to the distribution center. I'm going to click X to accept, and that is placed in there. Now when you accept multiple orders, you'll click accept in that way, but all of the multiple orders will end up here, and then you just hold X and you accept. Now it's asking me if I want to gear up. I already got everything I want. I don't want to craft anything. So yeah, these are the things I can craft at the moment. I don't really want anything because I've got what I need. So I'm going to just accept that. So my 6 resins, I've got to carry this shit on my back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now it looks like it's a lot, but it's not. It's, you know, they only weigh 8 whatever it is each. What are they, 8 kilograms? I don't know. Yeah, 8 kilos. Only 8 kilos each. So it's not bad. And these only weigh 4 for some weird fucking reason. Well, let's not worry about it. I got some of these grenades on me as well that I've really been wanting to test out. And basically, whenever Sam goes and takes a shower or piss or shit or whatever, they take samples from his bodily fluids, really, and they can weaponize his. Because I'm not going to get into the story. I'm not going to do any of that. Because if you guys want to see other videos, you can watch other videos from other YouTubers playing the game. But what I do highly recommend is get this game. Get this game and play it. And if you need the help, watch a video like this. and it'll make you understand a little bit easier on how to get around. Once you get the idea of getting around, it's easy. It's very fucking easy, because you just equip what you need on you. I put everything on my like arms and legs and stuff so I can weigh myself correctly, you know. Always put like, you know, so it's like right shoulder, left shoulder, and then you got the 2 legs. But you'll notice each of them is 5 kilos. I'm not gonna put like 4 kilos one side and 5 kilos the other side, because I'm gonna be unbalanced. So you put 5 on each. You make sure they're all the same weight. And the weight is there right next door to where it says what the item is, and then you got the S, and then it's right at the side of that, next to where the X button is. That's the weight. And then yeah, you make sure you're balanced out completely. But I've had these grenades, like I say, from his fluids, and apparently they work against the BTs. I'm not going to get into what the BTs are. They're just these invisible enemies, and that's all you need to know. Like I say, get the game, play it, because you won't be disappointed. It's a very, very good game. This is like definitely one of the best games I've ever played in my life. There's not a lot of games that compare to this, because it's in its own league. It's different. It's got its own style. So at the end of the delivery preparation, you don't have to like click on anything or move anything around. You just hold X. There you go, and head out. Now I've got my mission. I've got my stuff. These are the items I need to deliver.
Order assigned.
I've taken the mission on. So there's a lot of stuff that pops up on the screen. There's a lot of different icons and all this and that stuff. Now sometimes the mission's going to be a lot further away. Sometimes the mission's going to be a lot further away, and you know, you're not always going to be able to see where you're heading. Like, there's no waypoints, there's no nothing. So you press options on PlayStation 4. This is, by the way. And then what you're looking for is these big circles, like these. Like these. You can see that they're bigger circles than anything else on the map. And if you move around, you can see that they stand out, you know, they follow, they move around. No other icon does that, except for the player, as you can see there on the top. The player and the 2 different buildings where I'll be needing to go. So I'm going to zoom in on the map here. Obviously this is where I need to go, because like I was saying, it's those circles. And even though there's 2 circles, how do it's explaining how do I know I need to go here? Wait, sorry. This. How do I know that I need to go here rather than here? And the way that you find that out is you go onto them, you hover over them, and then it'll tell you down there in the box. You know, order number 11. So this is my 11th order, this is my 11th delivery. In other words, this is my 11th mission. This is mission 11. Resins delivery. So the resins that I picked up, the equipment that I picked up just now, that is where I need to deliver them to. You don't need to worry about any other icon. Don't worry about all the distractions. There's loads of other stuff. It's always good to zoom in on them and read them and see which players have posted different stuff around the map. You know, a lot of these are online stuff. Now, if I was playing offline, all these green icons won't be here. It'll just be the blue. And the blue ones, I think, are either the AI that's planted it in the game or stuff that I've planted personally. So, I'm gonna head to this bridge that's right next door to where the building is that I need to plant that, to deliver my packages. So I'm going to hold square in it. I'm going to drag it. No, it's very specific. So if I went and dragged it straight to me, then I'm going to get a straight line that goes straight across. And that can be sometimes bad because it's not always a straight line. You can't go straight from point A to point B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to this box, Then I'm gonna hold square from the box and go to the next box. Then I'm gonna hold square from that box, go up to these ladders. I'm gonna hold square from these ladders and go to the online box. Then from there, the online bridge. And then from the bridge to me. So now I've got to make my way from here to the bridge, to the box, to the ladders, to the online, to the post box again, to this box, and then it's just straight down to the bridge. And now it'll zigzag now along the way, so the path is now not straight, but it's crooked, and that's better because the path isn't straight. There's hills and rocks and cliffs. There's a lot of stuff to climb. So if you mark a specific route and you know the way, and maybe you've been through this area already, so you've got a little bit of experience as what it's like. Like, I already know that there's rain, there's timefall in here, and there's also BTs in your enemies in your inside here, even though it doesn't really say, apart from these signs. And these are online signs, so if I was offline, none of these would be here. But a lot of players have posted, you know, saying, there's BTs here, be careful, you know. So I'm going to just head through. I might use my grenades, I'm very, very tempted to, but I'm very scared of them, and I'm very, like I don't want to lose my equipment, you know, I don't want to mess up. But I might give it a go. So I'm going to get now from point A to point B. These are just tips and tutorials and stuff. You can read through these, and they give you useful information. I've got loads of bloody tips now. Okay. So there it is. You press right on the map, and then I'm at the wind farm up here. The risks and everything are all there. It's just recommending that there's BTs in the area, there's risks in the area, and then when you go down, this tells you where you need to go and what your mission is, what you're having to deliver. So I'm going to get there, and let's move on. So these are all icons and stuff players have posted. You can give them likes and stuff. There's a whole like system. I was watching an interview with Hideo Kojima, the dude who made the game, and he's trying to promote this idea in this game that it's all about positivity and there's no negativity at all. So he wants all the players to be helpful with each other. You know, you give each other help, you post things for each other, or you build certain things for other players to use. Positive atmosphere, you know, you get all of the players that are just like in it to help you out, you know. There's no bad stuff, like. So I'm coming up now on the BTs.
There we go.
Ooh, nice crystals. Yeah, so BTs are coming up. When the BTs come up now, my, whatever this bloody thing is, whatever this marker thing is, this is gonna start acting up. My baby, the BB attached to my body, he's gonna start going nuts. So there's the next post box. So even though I've posted a crooked path, I've, you know, marked a crooked path, it's still leading me, you know, up through these hills and mountains and stuff. And that's because I didn't know that these were here, you know, so you can't really know. So I'm going to give this person a couple of likes because they're sticking this bridge down. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to try and get out this rain as soon as possible as well, because rain damages your equipment. You need to constantly keep moving. I do have repair sprays, like I say, but you want to keep moving because you don't want them to get damaged anyway. The reason I got black handprints all over me is because on my way here, through a different path, are BTs, and I almost lost everything, and it was difficult. Oh, there we go, crystals again. So there's lots of minerals and crystals and everything like that you can collect along the way. They're just optional, you know, they're just, because there's crafting in the game, you know, there's fabricating, so you need materials to craft. My blue stamina bar over there is not looking good. Come on. Ah, somebody's left a rope here. So I've got options here now. I've either got one player that's left a ladder or one player that's left ropes. So I think I might... oh no, it's not a rope, it's a bloody ladder. But you always want to use these items because it helps you get there faster. Give that person a couple of likes. Fucking hell. This terrain is fucking relentless. The terrain, the rain, everything. So here's something I posted. Yeah, I've changed my name to Tom Clancy, but I still stick to Corpse, but I've changed my PlayStation name to Tom Clancy. And I posted a rope that leads just slightly down the hill. Looks like a lot of other players have left a lot of stuff along the way too. So it looks like I didn't have to deal with those BTs this time because I've taken a different path. I marked a different path, you know, so it's a good thing I marked that path specifically. That... Can I take them? Can I take you? Oh, lovely. You always want to grab them crystals. Now it's going to head down the hill now. It's kind of a smooth, straight path now, straight down, so... Dart. I think I've given that person a couple of likes. Look at this person with 5,000 likes. Look off. Greedy. Not having another one. Right, just slightly there now. So yeah, you notice I'm not even like really paying attention to where the path is. It's because once you get to a certain area you recognise, you just head there then from there. And collecting these materials here, you can use these materials here as like temporary foot wraps. So in case like you don't have shoes or anything, because your shoes can break, you can use them. It's just down by there now. You'll notice there's no like indicators or no markings or anything that is the building, you know, right there that I need to deliver to. You know from when you accept your mission, you know, when you take it on board, where you're heading, where you're marking your route to, or your route or whatever. Oh, whoa. Don't fall over. So the equipment looks alright, they don't look too bad. I didn't have to stay in the rain for too long, so it hasn't damaged them too much. Shit. There's also something I really want to post down here, and I'm hoping I get a couple of likes for it. Oh, come on. So you notice my stamina there as well, that blue bar. It's got like a whited out area, and that's because I've abused my stamina a bit too much. So now I have less stamina.
Hey Sam, you could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator.
Yes, I can, and that's what I was planning on doing. That's what I was planning on doing. Yeah, there's a bike here, and when I first got you, and I can imagine a lot of other players when they first got you. Someone's taking a piss there because they got a mushroom on the floor. Got you along with myself. Saw the bike and was instantly like, oh my god, finally a bike. I don't have to run everywhere. I can just unload all of my cargo onto a bike and drive. But then you walk up to the bike and it's not charged. So what I'm going to do for myself and for other players, So because I'm in this area now, and this is where I need to deliver to, and I'm inside the barrier of power, whatever it is, what's powering the area, you notice the containers that I need to deliver, they're glowing, and that's a symbol of these belong here, like these get delivered here. I think what I'm going to do is deliver these first, and then I'm going to plant that generator, and I'm hoping it really comes in handy for a lot of you other players, you know, that play the game and get to this point and are very disappointed that it's not charged. So it'll be charged now.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Whoa, easy, easy, easy. There you go. So I've travelled my route. I didn't stick to my path, look, I went straight across. But then I got back on track and I headed over here. But you can see for the most part, you notice I travelled a very different way, like, the dots are where I've walked, and the blue line is where I marked. So you can see I went off slightly here and there, but I marked, so I always kind of knew where I was heading. I knew which post boxes were coming up next, I knew where I was heading to, I knew where there'd be ladders. You know, I knew where there'd be a box there. Because they're all there. They're all marked on the map. You can see them all. You can see who left them all, you know. But then, like I say in Mission 11, it says down there in the box, resins delivery. You get your... and you deliver. I could take on extra orders. I'm not going to do that. Deliver requested, and then from here you don't have to click on multiple things and you don't have to do all this and that. You just hold X. Off they go. Mission delivered. Happy days. Yes, it's all done by. No chore.
Wow, don't do things by halves, do you? Hard to believe one man could bring in a hole this big. Then again, you are a legend.
Well, of course I fucking am. So I'm pressing R1 here just to skip all this because, ooh, new music track, nice. Cool. So yeah, I still haven't figured out a lot. There's still so much to this game I haven't figured out. But if I find it really confusing and I can't seem to figure it out, and it makes me go that extra mile to figure it out, because I feel like anything I'm genuinely going to get confused about and have to go the extra mile to work it out for myself. Like, I can imagine there's so many other players, you know, including maybe you watching it, that struggled with it as well. So hopefully videos like this will help you out. I don't do a bang-up excellent job, but, you know, I point it out as clear as I can, getting from point A to point B. That's all you need. Yeah, these are all, like, different stuff. I don't know what it all is. I just skip past it all. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Can't help wondering if the Great Deliverer isn't actually a small army.
Yeah, I know. Go away.
Sure seems like whenever someone's in trouble, you're there to lend a hand. It's enough to make me think you just might make it all the way to the coast. Good luck out there.
Oh, I'm gonna make it, bro. Hell yeah.
Good work. New order available.
Yeah, all the weight's been lifted off me. All those containers gone. Lovely. Right, let's go build this generator so I can show you the building to it.
Have a pleasant journey.
Because there's a building to the game, there's a building mechanic to the game, but it's not like building buildings and houses and this and that stuff. It's building stuff that you can leave for other online players. So there's no other online players in the game, obviously. It's a single player experience, but you leave these, let's say, echoes behind, you know, and
Restrictions lifted.
so I've just gone outside the barrier. There we go. This bike here, a lot of people must be so disappointed that they can't use it, and even I was so pissed off I couldn't use it. But now I'm going to use this. Oh, let me go slow here. I'm going to hold. Shut up, Sam. I'm going to hold right on the D-pad, and I'm going to select the PCC here, because the PCC is used for building. I'm going to let go of the stick and the right on the D-pad at the same time. There we go. And it equips. Now all I do is I look and I aim. I aim with L2 and I can press down to change the different things. But if I hold down, I can select different things and it tells me what they are. So I'm going to build a generator. There it is. I'm going to build it, pretty much right here. And you don't have to do anything else. There it is, it builds. It's a pretty cool building mechanic, I will say.
Construction complete.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, dude. Now, you should be able to unload. There it is, the cargo menu. Yeah, I guess you've got to go to the back to do it. I think I'm going to stick a few of these on. I'm going to load these onto the bike. Load onto bike, load onto bike. So I'm guessing like this bike's going to be different for every player that goes on to the game, which is pretty cool. Load onto bike. I don't know how much I can get onto this bike. Let's just keep on, let's just keep on loading shit onto the bike. That's weird, man. All I'm left carrying on me is just my boots. And then once you've done this kind of thing, and it's the same when you do the deployment, when you do the mission, and then when you select the mission, and then you take on all the items that you need to take on for the mission. It's the same thing. You equip them, you put them in the places you want to put them. You know, like I say, distribute the weight perfectly. You don't want to be off balance to one side more than the other. You want everything to be spot on and perfect. So pay attention to the weights and make sure you've got enough on your left and your right side, because this game is very weight orientated. And then you just hold and it's sorted. And now all my stuff is all on this bike. Oh my lord, I can't wait to use this bike. My first time riding the bike. Oh my god, it's so nice. So what would happen if I went in the water with it? Ah, water ruins it. I can imagine if you go into deep water, this thing's just going to get messed up. The battery on it is pretty decent. I'm going to open the cargo container and I'm going to take out some of these sprays. Yeah, I'll stick it in my left hand, why not? And I'm going to hold X to confirm what I want to do. That's in my hand. To be fair, I don't think you want to stick anything in your hands because you can't really use it when it's in your hands. So I'm going to stick it on my back. And then I'm going to equip it with my items again. I'm going to go to this bike and I'm going to... Is this actually doing any? Spray my hair. Spray the bike. I can't use that anymore, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press circle to drop. Get rid of that. So I'm guessing then I can't repair the bike. I don't know. It's very, very easy to use, very nice movement to it. Oh hell yeah! Here we go.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
I'm gonna stick it next to the charger, and I hop off.
Stretch my legs.
I'm gonna take all my equipment off actually and place them back on me. I'm gonna attach to my shoulder, attach my suit to my other shoulder. This is where things are a bit different because I can't distribute extra stuff now to my legs because there's no extra 5s except for that. But if I stick that on one of my legs, then I'm, you know what I mean, I've got 10 weight on my left side and then 5 weight on my, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is just stick these on my back. I stick it on my tool rack. I stick that on my back. There we go. Everything's off the bike. I just hold X. My weight's gone up slightly, very slightly. This game is ridiculous with the amount of stuff that Sam or Norman Reedus here can carry. But don't be too stressed about it. He can carry a lot of stuff. All you've got to do is make sure you've got your weight corrected and grip tight with L2 and R2 at all times whenever you're walking. That'll keep you balanced. It'll make you slower at running, but it'll make you balanced. If you want to run faster, let go of L2 and R2, and then you can click L3 to sprint. So yeah, someone is left. Someone's had a piss here because you can see the mushroom. And the way that you do that is you go into your equipment or your I think it's right on the D-pad. For some reason, I do not have the option to urinate. Oh, wait, what's that? Down there, 1 out of 2. Click R3 to change the page. Oh my god, seriously? There we go, and I select urinate. Hold L2 to pull out my dick. And I just go for it with R2. 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 R2D2. Oh, just pee-pee all over the place. It's always good to urinate because I think it relieves a lot of stress and maybe it helps you in a lot of ways. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to go inside this building, you know, into my private room, and I'm going to have a sleep and a rest and stuff and a shower and stuff because I think that's going to sort my stamina out. You notice the orange bar down there on the bottom left? That's the baby and its wellness. Ah, there we go. Oh. Lovely. So mine hasn't left a mushroom there. It usually does. I'm going to select nothing, take that back off. Right, I'm going to check quickly. Oh yeah, here's a tip for you as well. If you're ever out and about and you want to... What the fuck? Ludin's fan, I might take that. If you're ever out and about and you need a rest and you don't want to constantly, if I hold left here, you get to, this deals with your blood and stuff and your health. This deals with your stamina. If you don't want to drink any Monster Energy and have your stamina up that way, you can always just hold circle.
Not a moment too soon.
There we go. And then from here I can sleep or I can massage my shoulders and... But nothing quite rests you up and heals you up and takes care of you like a private room. You know, in these kinds of buildings, they'll really, really sort you out. Whenever you're doing bad with your stats or whatever, head to one of them, just have a sleep and have a rest and have a shower or whatever. You'll be alright to get back out in the world then after that. Oof. I'm wondering if I should take them off my shoulders and put them on my legs instead. Yeah. But I can also sleep. If Sam's sleeping, it might be time for you to take a break as well. I haven't been playing it for that long. Fucking hell, calm down. One thing I do want to just add to this video and just say straight out is how grateful I am to Hideo Kojima. Just what a genius. Like, the game is incredible, and I feel a lot of the times when I'm playing it personally, besides doing a video like this, when I'm playing it personally, I feel like there's a lot of times when I'm just taking in the view and I'm just looking around at what people have left and posted, and it's just a really, really nice experience of, besides the stress of the monsters and all this sort of stuff and how to get from point A to point B and traverse over cliffs and terrain and stuff, it's relaxing. You know, there's a lot of relaxing to the game. It's just really nice to look around and see what you got around you, and it's nice to have moments like that when something works for a change, and you know, you get to fix a problem finally that's been bothering you, you know. Let's wake up, yeah. So I'm going to press, I'm holding L1 like this. I'm going to press down on the D-pad to check on the baby. This baby allows me to, basically the babies, or BBs, bridge babies, they are basically a link at a tether between the world of the living and the world of the dead, which is the theme of this game. The baby doesn't look like he's doing too good with his level down there, so I'm going to soothe him. And to do that, I have to rock my PlayStation 4 controller just very gently up and down. Just like that, and you can see the orange bar there going up. And it won't go any further than that, so I'm going to stop. He can go back on there. Plug back in. Lovely. And there we go. So I hope this video was useful for some of you. You know, how to accept a mission, get from point A to point B. You know, you can accept missions in all these places. You know, there's this building here which gives missions. There's this building here which gives missions. This is new. I haven't been here before, but I know Jeff Knightley is in this game, and this is where he lives. So I'm going to go and visit him. There's this distribution center that gives you missions, you know, and then there's this up here that gives you missions. I haven't progressed any further yet. I'm hoping to get down here at some point very soon now after this video. But yeah, that's how it works. You know, you take on the mission, you plot your route. If there's anything you're confused about, rewatch it and go through it, or leave a comment under the video and let me know what you think. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and stay cool, man.